Hello everyone and welcome to my review on the brand new Apple Watch. Now before we begin, I would like to respond briefly to a few of the comments that were left on the video tutorial that I created on how to use the Apple Watch. There were a few people out there who were essentially accusing me of being lazy for not responding and putting out a review on day one. And to those people, I need to explain two different things. First of all, I don't get the product before all of you do. I know how to bypass the Apple Store online through tricks that I've learned. I know how to get to the very front of the line, and I know how to get it delivered to my home before everyone else. That's just good business work and a little bit of detective work. It's nothing special. I would love to get on that list, but it just hasn't happened yet. And I hope one day we will, but that day has not come yet. The second part is that a well-seasoned reviewer does not ever slap together any review. You have to form a relationship with the product. You have to test and see how it works in the real world. You have to see, does this device make my life a little bit easier? So let's get to the good stuff. What are my thoughts? It's not a clear-cut, go get it, or stay away. For some people, this is going to be an amazing device, and for others of you, I'm going to advise you to pass, and let me try to explain why. If you're looking at the Apple Watch because you are interested in a device that motivates you to get out there and move, reminds you to stand up, take a walk, for those people out there, check out this device. This is the Fitbit Charge HR. Now, I did a review on the Charge HR a few months ago, and while I was recording that review, I knew that my opinion could change only a few months later when this came out. Surprisingly, it hasn't. So for those of you out there who are looking for a great device to motivate you to get moving, go with the Fitbit. And by the way, get the large because the small is really, really small. I'll put a link, of course, in the description of the video. But the other part I love about the Fitbit is it's universal. It works with the iPhone. It works with Android products. If you don't even have a smartphone, it pairs with your computer. So it really works for everyone out there. It's also more social in the sense that it connects with Facebook, so you can see who of your friends on Facebook also have a Fitbit, and you can challenge each other to see who takes the most steps in the day, and that is great motivation. I did a challenge last weekend and lost horribly with a bloody foot, by the way, but I did hit my goal for how many steps I wanted to walk, and it was great motivation for me. I lost a pound, so that's always good news. Let's talk about the Apple Watch, though. Who is it for? Well, the parts where I really loved it had to do with responding to text messages. So if I was walking down the street and a text message came in, it buzzed and dinged on my arm, and I could look at my wrist and I could see who it was, read the message, and I could reply right through my wrist. And for that, it was really, really convenient. It's also great for people who like to work out. If they don't have Bluetooth headphones, okay, you can still change the track number through your phone. You can change playlists. So in that aspect, it's really nice. For things like photos, why would you watch your photos on a 1-inch screen? It just doesn't really make sense. A lot of the apps, Instagram, Instagram does not look good on a 1-inch screen. Some very basic ones like MLB, just as far as finding out sports scores, kind of cool. I'll admit that part was really nice, but I could do the same thing, of course, on my phone. But when you look at all these features, the other question you have to ask yourself is it worth the money? So the 38 millimeter version is $349, starts at $349. 42 millimeter starts at $399, so $400. For a lot of you out there, I don't see you with a 38 millimeter. It's just a little bit too small, and with 1 inch of real estate to deal with, it's a little bit cumbersome to navigate and work through and play with. It's still cool, I'm not denying that, but it's not $400 cool is the problem. And by the way, for those of you out there who didn't know this, I have used the Samsung Galaxy Gear and I am a fan. I just wish it wasn't so proprietary. But Samsung is a great company. They do great products. I just tend to think that usually Apple does a better job. So that's why I usually go with them. For TVs, go with Samsung. Smartwatch, if you have an Android phone, go with the Galaxy Gear. It's a great smartwatch. But for this product, I'm not jumping up and down. And there's a lot of reviewers out there who are going to have the exact opposite opinion of me. There are a lot of people out there who are saying, oh, well, when I went into it, I didn't think I was going to love it. Now I can't live without it. It's not my feelings. And this is, again, my own personal opinion. The other big problem that I had with the Apple Watch is the feeling of constantly being distracted. So one of my pet peeves is, even though I'm a tech guy, I like being social. Like if I'm having dinner with you, I am there with you. It's a conversation between two people or more if they're there. What I hate is when you go to a restaurant and you see the table with the parents and the kid and they're all doing this. And it's like, these are moments of your life that you're not appreciating because you're caught up here. And that's the problem, is that it's constant distractions. Can you put it in sleep mode? Yes. Can you put it in do not disturb mode? Yes. But it's still a distraction. So for those of you who are on the fence, my advice is either hold off and see what the second generation brings. My prediction is that the second generation Apple Watch will have a camera. If you look at Apple's history, they did that with the iPhone, they did that with the iPad. So I suspect the second generation will have one, in which case we'll truly be in Inspector Gadget territory. But otherwise, check out the Fitbit. It's a really fun device. And please, if you do, send me a friend request on Facebook. I really love the motivation it gives me to do a few more steps. And it's helped me gain back my health. The accuracy of the heart rate monitor has been dead on. A lot of you don't know this, but when I did my, I had a few stress tests done, was it 2 months ago? I was comparing it, and it was dead on. I looked at I was hooked up to all the machine. I had all the little suction cups on me, and I watched the pulse here and the pulse on the machine were identical. So there's my review. I want to hear what your thoughts are, though, because you guys are what helped me create these video tutorials. So are you going to buy an Apple Watch? If so, why? If not, why not? Uh, Give me your opinions. So leave it in the comments section below. I always love hearing from you guys. I only ask, just please keep it appropriate. We're all adults here. So I just ask that you treat me with the same professionalism that I treat all of you. This is David A. Cox with PC Classes Online. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.